At first blush, it looks good. Wages are growing at their fastest pace in 4 years. But that's not saying much. The pickup was expected and it's coming from a very low base. The bottom line, and workers don't need to be told this, wages growth remains a problem. Here's finance correspondent Philip Lasker.
Part-time warehouse assistant Ian Q is well aware he has little bargaining power.
I get paid in correlation to the skill level and the work I do here. So obviously some things that I want to do that requires a bit more money.
But his boss says her hands are tied.
It's a question of, do we give more people jobs and keep retail businesses afloat, or do we end up with more and more increases that are going to put businesses under?
During the September quarter, wages growth crept up by 0.6%. Economic growth has accelerated since the global financial crisis. In response, unemployment has fallen to a 6-year low of 5%, but wages growth is lagging badly, yet to make any significant gains. Analysts put it down to low productivity and casualisation of the workforce, which means unemployment needs to be even lower.
You've got to go probably closer to 4.5% before you start to see those wage pressures showing up.
Boosting the moderate result was a 3.5% increase in the minimum wage, which affects 1 in 4 workers.
You always see a bit of a bump this time of the year based on that. The fact that it was only a smaller bump than I expected is really not a good sign.
Rather than increase wages, employers prefer to pay bonuses. Wages growth, including bonuses, jumped a much stronger 2.7% for the year. But households are still facing an uphill battle despite rising pay.
You've had big increases in utility prices, house prices are sort of going down and people feeling more nervous and they've got a lot of debt.
All this supports the view that the Reserve Bank doesn't need to worry about wages-induced inflation for quite some time. And if there is to be any upward pressure on interest rates, it won't come from here. Philip Lasker, ABC News.